Hey everybody, I'm Shane Ireland. I'm here on location at the Blackbird Cigar Factory con mi hermano, Jonas Santana. Good to see you, man.
Well, brother.
It is good to see you. I'm happy to visit, but I'm not just here for a social call. We're here to check up on a very important project, and that's what we're smoking at the moment. This is, in more than one way, a first for Blackbird.
First exclusive from the factory
Yeah.
to a shop. Yeah.
This is the SmokingPipes exclusive Flamingo Lancero. Now, it's also the first Lancero you've made.
First Lancero I ever done in 7-8 years.
Why is that? Why haven't you done it before?
Not many requests,
Uh-huh.
but when I got the request, I was really up for the challenge.
Yeah.
Because
it is a pain in the ass.
that's probably my second best size that I like.
Really?
First or second, depend. If I find a blend that really goes well with the Lancero, I'll go with Lancero right away.
Mm-hmm.
I always say to the people, like, no matter the size that you like, always try in different sizes because the same blend will perform different in every single size.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're already a connoisseur, you want to learn more about tobacco, you want to get that taste from the wrapper, Lancero is the way to go.
Yeah, yeah. But manufacturing them is also not easy.
Not easy at all. It's so tough to keep this draw that you're getting right now.
Fantastic.
To get this burning, even burn right here, like you need a specific rollers to do that. Like not everybody that I have at the factory can really make this cigar to smoke this smooth this way.
So out of how many pairs currently in the factory can produce a cigar like this?
Maybe two.
Two. Yeah.
And they cannot do more than 150 cigars a day.
Really?
No, they can't.
That's
They
few.
gotta do it slow. Like it costs me more than a Robusto or Toro cigars to make this cigar.
Because of the time.
Because they can make less and I gotta pay like they did 500 cigars.
Thank you. Thank you for that. No, I mean, and my understanding is that one of the reasons this is challenging is not only because you need a big size of wrapper to cover this much cigar, there is a lot of waste, but also the distribution of the tobacco in the bunch is not so easy when you have such a thin ring gauge. Is that right?
That is absolutely correct. Yeah, there's a lot of waste. There's a lot of, it has to be very meticulous. Like the guy that is working over there is, the most of the time is the guy that has more heart in the company.
Yeah.
The guys that are only trying to get X amount of cigars a week and get the paycheck, they don't make the cigars. It's the guys that really respect the craft. Here we go again with the craft. And typically that guy has a lot of like, he's very close to the master blender.
Yeah.
He's the guy that also make our samples when we're
Okay.
blending the tobacco.
Yeah.
He's the guy that is really more like, oh, I love the company.
Yeah.
That's
Really
the guy.
involved, really.
Really
Yeah.
involved.
So let's talk about the blend a little bit. It's a really special blend. My personal favorite wrapper is a Habano wrapper, a Pennsylvania binder, which again for a Lancero I think is not so common, and fillers from Pennsylvania, Nicaragua, and some Cuban scene Criollo 98.
That is correct.
So basically a lot of very complex, a lot of very rich tobaccos.
That's a lot of type of tobacco for one Lancero.
For one Lancero.
Like, if we do the math, how many tobacco leaves do you think you can put in the filler for a Lancero? It has to be between 3.5, maybe,
Yeah.
plus binder and wrapper.
Yeah.
That's something else that I always like to point out. When people talk about how much the taste of a wrapper can go in a cigar, that really depends on the size of the tobacco. So let's say if we do a quick math before we jump into very deep into tobacco, when you make a Toro, you got to put 6 to 7 leaves in the filler plus binder and wrapper. That we're talking about 17, 16% of the wrapper. When you do it on a Lancero, the ratio goes up to 40%.
Oh, wow.
So on top of that, if that type of tobacco that we're using as a wrapper has a lot of body to it, it can give you a little bit more.
And the strength level here is a little bit past medium plus. I mean, I still think this is an easy to enjoy cigar. As rich as it is, I feel like it's still very elegant.
Yes.
But fans of medium plus strength and flavor and also a lot of complexity are going to go crazy for this.
I can point out like it's a medium plus, but the pepper is not overwhelmed.
No.
So I believe it's for any palate. Doesn't matter if you like mild or full body cigars. It's very elegant, like you said.
It is.
I can feel little woody notes right here. The creamy is right there. From 1 to 10, creamy will be 4, 3.
Yeah.
Not too much. Even burn, amazing. Positioning of the leaf is right there. That's very hard, the Lancero.
Yeah.
Slightly white ash. That's because of the soil where the Habano was grown. Do you know why is that?
Why is that?
Calcium in the soil.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. So higher levels of calcium is going to be a brighter colored ash.
White.
White.
Exactly.
More minerality in the flavor as well.
Exactly. That's how it is.
Well, yeah, this so far, smoking great, perfect draw. It's exactly the amount of richness that I like. You feel a little bit of sweetness, but mostly it's It's, yeah, woody, a little nutty, a little bit of spice. These are coming along very nicely. But they have a way to go. We're going to age these even longer.
With what drink will you pair this?
With what drink would I pair this? Ooh, well, right now, I don't know if it's because of the heat here in the DR, but I would say probably a rum.
Rum?
For me.
Rum, but not over sweet.
No, no.
So we're right in the middle.
Right in the middle. Also, I think a lighter scotch would be pretty nice too.
Ginger tea will do well with this.
Really?
Yeah, because if you're not an alcoholic, I need to give you the option. It can be coffee, okay, but I would probably do a ginger tea.
Something a little lighter. Yeah.
Something a little lighter, yeah.
Considering how rich this is too, the finish is also very clean.
Yeah, that's something that we like to work with, or when we're talking about tobacco. And when you ferment the cigar, the tobacco the way it's supposed to be, you have way, way less ammoniac, less like leftovers in your mouth. I'm not saying that the tobacco taste is bad, but the thing is, who doesn't like to have a clean aftertaste and smoke another cigar after the first, second, three? You want them to enjoy every single experience.
Yeah.
And when we thought about making this blend, we say, okay, this is a great 45-minute smoke, but we like that people don't get tired of it, and because of the blend, the way it is, and you don't give that too much leftovers in your mouth, you can easily smoke 3 and 4 cigars in a day and not get overwhelmed.
I recommend it. 3, 4, 5, 10, whatever you want.
That's because of that.
Highly limited production, exceptional quality, exceptional tobaccos, a first for the Blackbird Factory. Thank you for allowing Smoking Pipes to present this to our customers.
I gotta tell you guys, only 250 bucks is made for this year. So if you don't get it now, you're really missing out.
Blackbird Flamingo Smoking Pipes exclusive. Check it out when it's ready.